The Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa. Credit: X. Maruf Tunji Alausa Education Policy Researcher, Drive. Moses Ogunniran has expressed concern over the prolonged disruption of education occasioned by insecurity in parts of the country, stressing that the situation could erode public trust in public institutions and weaken human capital formation. He stated this during a media interaction with journalists in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State on Tuesday, where he shared his findings on a research, From Target to Trust Zones: How Evidence-Based Education Reform Can Secure Nigeria's Schools. Ogunniran, who is also the contributing author to UNESCO's International Science and Evidence-Based Education Assessment, said most schools have become a symbol of national vulnerability, with classrooms subjected to attacks, resulting in mass displacement of learners and creating fear among families as Nigeria continue to battle protracted internal security challenges. From Boko Haram's ideological war against Western education in the northeast to the surge in mass kidnappings linked to banditry in the northwest, classrooms have turned into soft targets, forcing repeated closures, mass displacement of learners, and deepening fear among families. UNESCO's global evidence further shows that sustained schooling interruptions increase the likelihood that young people, particularly those facing unemployment and social exclusion, become vulnerable to recruitment into armed or criminal groups. Prolonged disruption of education entrenches gender inequality, weakens human capital formation, and erodes public trust in public institutions. He said his findings have shown that the scale of disruption of education has been very severe since early 2010s, when Boko Haram started launching attacks on education in some parts of the country. He added, UNESCO-referenced data show that by 2019 about 802 schools remained closed in the conflict-affected states of Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa, with 497 classrooms destroyed and approximately 1,392 damaged, leaving around 2.8 million children in need of education-in-emergencies support. High-profile abductions have further destabilized schooling. The 2014 kidnapping of 279 schoolgirls in Chibok and the 2018 abduction of 110 girls in Dapchi exposed the strategic targeting of education, and UNESCO-cited evidence confirms that many of the abducted girls remain in captivity years later. Since 2020, banditry-related mass kidnappings have widened the geography of fear, prompting school closures across several states. He, however, posited that analysis has framed education as operating simultaneously as a victim, a perpetrator, a liberator, and a peacebuilder. Education becomes a perpetrator when exclusionary policies, biased curricula, or inequitable access reproduce structural violence and grievance. It becomes a liberator when critical pedagogy empowers learners to challenge oppression. Most importantly for Nigeria's present crisis, education becomes a peacebuilder when it is intentionally designed to foster reconciliation, social cohesion, and nonviolent conflict resolution, he added.